All right, what is going on, everyone, and welcome back to more Elder Scrolls Online. So we're back into Maelstrom Arena on a vet, and last week we made a video trying a different setup, and I want to see if one of my older sets is better or worse than before. And yeah, so it's been a while. I wanted to use this one. This is basically Pale Order. I don't really need Pale Order anymore. I think I've gotten Maelstrom down, but it's one of the safer things that I would recommend for beginners to use if you're trying to run this for the first time or any other arena. And so yeah, before we use just your standard Oakensork one, that was one bar. This one is a little bit more active, but I have another skill that I should probably have on instead. Glad I didn't start yet. So let me see, what did I use? Could have Crit Surge, but with Pale Order, you don't need as much healing because that is your healing. I know what we can use. If I wanted to play more safely, you could run a shield or like Crit Surge instead. But I wanted to see just if my older build is better or worse, or I'm just out of practice. Crystal Fragments is more for bursting. Crushing just for interrupts, and Hurricane versus anything else. I don't know. Anyway, let's go in and see if something happens. So if you want to watch my video from last week, it was, let me see, where was it? Where is the leaderboard? I don't know. We're ranked 25 as of last time. It's 570, so that's cool. Honestly, Oakensork is very easy. It's more just game knowledge over anything. Ooh. Okay. But yeah, this is a little bit more active in terms of the build and buttons you press, but in theory, you don't have to do as much healing, even though I do have the healing Flappy on, which is the Twilight Matriarch. But I just overall, even in real content like trials and dungeons, I have the healing one on. I don't really think I need too many sticker book here, so I'm just going to run without it. Ideally, what you want to do is make sure things are kind of stacked up, or just burst it down faster.
Another skeleton for the tree.
We're going after my pets. In theory, the boss should come out soon. Oh, it teleported. I'm washed. So once again, for this stage, what you want to do is mostly just find yourself in between the 3 spawn points, and usually because they go to you, it makes it a lot easier. Let me try not to eat too many stacks. If I could just not. Okay, 17 stack gone. Minus time. But either way, when I learned how to do this, I learned to stay in the center for the or not in the center, but like the middle of the 3 spawn points, and then they kind of come to you, so it makes it easier. You don't have to run around cluelessly. Dot this thing. I guess if you really needed to, you could just hit the switch, but I don't particularly think that's super important. Boss time, let's go. I don't know, can this... This used to be able to hard focus things down. Oh, not anymore. So in theory, you could burst one of them down before they all do that, and that's a time save. Otherwise, you have to kill them equally. Try to make them come to you instead. It's never really good at this stage, but the trick is basically, see, they go to the center, they don't attack you, but they also heal. Okay, well, that was not a good one. I think my best was like you could clear it, and my best was like 4 minutes. Let's see, if you wanted to be a little bit safer, you could also swap to crit surge. But yeah, if you guys want to watch what I did last time, I think that build last time was a little bit better than this one. But this one, in theory, should be like overall easier for newer players to try it with. not necessarily top damage risky.
Watch. Now we'll see some real action. That does it. This is all but over. That's some move. Now do it again.
Also for this, if you see like the ghost versions of them, you just kill the main one and not like the ghost one. It saves a little bit of time.
I love the anticipation. Oh,
So like this one is the real one.
pay attention, you louts. You might learn something.
I always just try to focus down to one on the island that I'm on.
Developing nicely.
Oh, hello. Click, click, click. All right, final boss.
You wanted a fight? Now you'll get one. Did you see that?
Keep kiting her in a circle because she'll do her scream, and then you burst her from here.
That does it. This is all but over.
This is just like a safe strat. You could just, if you know what you're doing, you could face tank it and then burn it. But a safer way for newer players would be to just kite it in a circle. This one is not necessarily pet friendly because the final boss is room-wide damage, and your pets will not survive it, most likely. Pets are good, but at the same time, they do not do well in most AoE situations.
Groveling, I'll kill you quickly. You're not done with this arena yet.
Try to dodge the spheres and the big AoEs from them. God, what add-on? What add-on is that? I need to turn that off.
Taste the blood of your enemies. Now it comes. I've been waiting for this.
The spheres back in the day actually used to do a lot of damage, so you didn't want to get hit by their electro hit. Yeah, that thing, the lightning cloud, that kind of hurt.
It's just like a ballet. my brethren.
I believe the next thing is the boss. So you'll understand why this is not pet friendly, because you ideally stand in the circle, right? And your pets will just get clapped over and over. Watch out for the lightning thing that comes out. Scuff. Like, this is in theory the easiest stage next to the first one. But the problem is not for pets.
What a trophy.
There, that's how it's done.
This one is a little bit easier because you have the ability to interrupt. Before, you just have to kind of either go up to it or kill it. This time you don't.
Hunted one, now you die.
Hello.
Fear not, there's more where that came from.
Where did it go, though? Boss spawns on this one. So the best sigil to take if you're just going for the clear is probably the shield one. Simply because it reflects a lot of damage back on this stage. And it's actually really nice.
Did you see that? That's gonna leave a scar.
Ding, 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 ding. Tells you when the crystal frag proc is happening.
So far, so good. But the worst is yet to come.
I know the spawns of like the priority targets. I just don't know like everything off the top of memory. So that's the problem that I could improve on.
Uh-oh, this can't last much longer.
Bro, he's angry.
That's how it's done. Like this.
Probably shouldn't have dropped my ult there.
Take much more of that.
But at least it gave me a distraction for a little bit. Boss is coming out. Oh, it chose this platform. Very good. When she screams and turns red, you want to move to a new platform. She will break the platform you're on. If you're on it, it's not good. Always kill the troll breakers, because if they break the platform, holy dude. Move. So at this point, if you are not going for a score or anything, and I would take the shield sigil. I need to like actually turn that off sometime.
The challenger is triumphant.
So yeah, I think right now from what I'm seeing, this is performing a little bit worse in terms of damage, but overall, like, it's pretty safe actually. You have Pale Order,
You won't last long. Hit.
and you have a bunch of healing, so people who are like first timers. Oh, I have infused as well instead of bloodthirsty for damage. That also explains a lot. So like the meta for damage is triple bloodthirsty or DPS.
The challenger approaches.
What I like to do is keep 4 lights open and the 5th one for the boss. I think if you're min-maxing, you just keep popping them as they appear, but we're doing a safe strat.
So good. Now do it again. There's more where that came from.
If you get the spiders on you, they don't really take damage. You just bring them to an open light, and then they'll go away themselves.
How it's done. A hit, Morgoth. Hit. Hate them. You see that? That's action. Uh-oh. This can't last much longer. Isn't this great? You know you... Now you will feel great. I haven't seen anything like this.
Negate.
The Maelstrom Arena. There's nothing like it in all Oblivion.
Oh, I popped the 5th light. It's okay. This is what happens. Everything just goes down. As long as I could try to get it before the boss. Yeah, so you just pop them over here. Oh, I died. Got clapped. That's real fun.
Pay attention, you louts. You might learn something. That does it. This is all but over. That's gonna leave a scar. Think you can take me? You're see that? That's action. Ballet only with blood.
So I want to make sure to save my ultimate for the next wave, which is the boss. And make sure it is a 5th pillar.
Real challenge. Oh, I've never seen anything like this.
This is where you would just burst it down.
Isn't this great? You know you love it.
Enough! I will silence you and these devices.
That's how it's done. Well,
So next stage with the behemoth is a little bit tricky in this build, and I can show you why later, so we could just hold up. And the final boss will have a like interrupt thing, which like allows you to burst it down faster, but it also makes it so he's enraged, so it's like a burst window. So for this stage, I would recommend either oaken sorking it or literally not running the interrupt, essentially, because you could do it. It'll just be a little bit riskier. Also, I already lost 1 vitality on the other stage by being careless, so I just swapped it over. Just for this stage, that is.
done with this arena yet.
I think the caster spawned on here and then we AoE'd it down like instantly, so that's a good thing. They spawn on the little platforms with the flowers right there, so if you see something that's an out of the ordinary spawn, it's that. They pop the little poison flowers.
Now it comes. I've been waiting for this. What next? I love the anticipation.
You want to make sure to get those as fast as possible. If you get poisoned, either just heal yourself and cleanse. It used to be harder back in the day. Nowadays, you can more or less heal through it for a little bit instead of just getting bursted. Armor is broken.
Now we'll see some real action.
The trick back in the day was to focus one down at a time, simply because when you get bursted by 3 of them, it was rough. Nowadays, you can most likely just eat it and self-heal through it.
Fighting! Dancing!
What, poison on me?
Pay attention, you Daedra. It's never the same twice. So far, so good. But the worst is
Yeah, we are not beating our score last time. This is like good practice still. I do want to try it on all the other classes. And just to see how well I can do these days with non-mains. The Shadowcaster spawning. There it is. Along with 2 trolls. Pop this one in the middle. Oh wait, the Shadowcaster will do it.
You've entered the ring. We've prepared a gigantic welcome for you.
So the reason why I swapped out of the other one before was simply because this phase you'll see there's going to be a point where I go into a shield. If I interrupted it, then I could do it. It would just be a lot unsafer. So like this phase, you stand in a bubble, but if you interrupt it, he's perma enraged. He's just straight up blocking the ad. This one is definitely a tricky one. It's more positioning than anything, and the boss is just, it doesn't help. But yeah, that was like the poison part. I remember my first time being here. It definitely took some time. So let's go back to other build. the priority targets you want to get are the Kindgolds, especially if you don't have an interrupt, because those are channel of Firestorm, and those do a lot of damage. Next Kindgold spawn is somewhere around here by the edge.
Behold, vile monstrosities, imported for your entertainment.
Trying to get heavied. Kindgold spawning in the back. But never mind, that's next wave. God, I really need to turn that sound off for the crystal frags. Try to line up the attacks with them so you can either AoE everything.
This looks promising. The challenger approaches.
Kindgold over here and in the back. So this mini boss will do a Dragonite chain when it comes up, and so it kind of hits hard. So it'll do a Dragonite chain and standard you, which is the DK ult. So watch for that. Yeah, that. So back in the day, the strat I used to use, because we didn't have the damage we did before, was we would kill 2 of them. And then we wait for the Kindgold to spawn, because that would most likely be what gets people. The Kindgold spawns on the opposite of where it is, by the way. And then we kill that one first. Dang, this setup cannot one burst. But probably can, it's just rougher. So the thing in this stage, the mechanic, is you want to avoid all the white ghosts but you want to collect the gold ghost because it'll give you a buff, and if you get 3, you can basically AoE the room, and you get a free burst window. But they can also go to enemies too, so you want to make sure that the enemies don't get it. You guys remember? I probably have some videos of this back in the day. Like, everyone's health was around 17 to 18k, which is what we would consider good. And nowadays, like 24 plus is okay. The average. Crematorial guards used to be able to 100 to 0 you real quick. They still can, but it's not as bad. Oh, dude, I need to get that turn on the synergy blocker add-on. Last time I took one on accident as well, just trying to get the other one. Nope. Mine.
I shall cremate you before you die. Did you see that? That's action.
Yeah, you see how my health just went down? That was the crematorial guard fire burst. It's kind of scary. I think, assuming I don't die anymore and waste more time, my score will be like between 540 and 550. It's not bad, but I made mistakes. If you let them full channel, it summons a Bone Colossus. You don't want that. Ogre behind me. Few more stages. I think my fastest time ever was like under 40 minutes. But obviously that was playing perfectly. Usually I'd save that for crematorial guards and Ugrims just because those do weird bursts. But I don't think I would have had the 20 seconds at that time. So final boss of the stage. What you do is get it to like 70 or something. And then he goes up to a top pillar or platform. Interrupt it.
Behold my lovely roiling cloud. I shall await you there.
You bring the little clan fear thingy. Then you hide behind the wall. If you don't, you get knocked down. You could block those as well. I get that. I didn't get it. I wasted time. L. Usually you do that and then you do that. That's ideally what you do.
Enough play. Time to end
A telling blow.
Whatever you do, you don't want the boss to get the gold ghost. Literally bad. The thing is channeling, but that's okay. Ideally, you kill the boss before it happens. Ugh, that made that mistake. 552, yeah. Another perfect. Dude, we got a lightning staff last time. That's imprecise though, that's good. Yeah, I made a few mistakes, 2 deaths on that one.
Now it's time for my barons to
Probably
return
could have
to
gotten
me.
it under like 44 if I didn't,
Stand
but
back. I have
we tried a
done
new
this in
build.
quite some time. I hate to turn you
Overall,
inside
this
out.
one is safe. That's what we used last time.
Baron who moves
And then this
like
is
a
my old
smoking
build that I
plume,
used.
I summon
So
you. Return to me.
what do I have that? I should probably
Approach me.
could use
my
anything
baron.
else.
Let me get a good look
But
at
anyway,
you.
hope you guys enjoyed it. It was an interesting experience trying this one out.
You
This
look
one is more
splendid,
damage,
simply
assuming you know the
splendid.
mechanics.
It is good to be with you again.
And
And you,
it's definitely a lot easier. You could even shield up for it and stuff. But
Anyway, my tutor will-
this one was the one I used. I don't think it's too bad. Just made some mistakes. Alright, well, thanks so much for watching. Hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I will see you tomorrow. Peace!